Hello everyone, welcome to this video on life cycle assessments, abbreviated LCAs. I will delve into the fundamentals and highlight the significance of LCAs in transforming industrial processes and products to help achieve net zero emissions. LCAs are essential for businesses aiming to reduce their environmental impact. LCAs evaluate the entire life cycle of a product or process from raw material extraction to disposal, providing companies or industries with areas for improvement. This cradle-to-grave approach offers comprehensive understanding of the sustainability of the product or process. This illustration of the product's life cycle details the extraction of raw material from the environment, including mining, logging, and harvesting. The environmental impacts here include habitat destruction, resource depletion, and pollution. Raw materials are processed into usable forms through refining, smelting, and chemical processes. Environmental impacts include energy consumption, emissions, and waste generation. During manufacturing, processed materials are transformed into final products through various manufacturing processes, such as assembly, machining, and packaging. Environmental impacts include energy use, emissions, and waste production. During distribution and transportation, the finished products are transported to distribution centers and retailers, involving logistics and transportation that contribute to fuel consumption and emissions. Consumers use the product, and environmental impacts depend on the product's nature and usage patterns, including energy consumption, maintenance, and potential emissions. At the end of life, this stage involves the disposal or recycling of the product, including waste management processes such as landfilling, incineration, and recycling. Environmental impacts include waste generation, resource recovery, and emissions. The analysis of inputs, that is, material, energy, water, and air, and outputs, that is, the products, water effluents, airborne emissions, and solid waste during an LCA provides the opportunity to reduce emissions and increase sustainability throughout the product's life cycle. The LCA process helps identify the stages in a product's life cycle that contribute the most to environmental impacts, enabling companies to focus efforts on reducing emissions where it matters most. Hence, LCAs are crucial in the journey towards achieving net zero emissions. The 4 stages that help us understand the environmental impacts of products and processes are goal and scope definition. The first stage involves setting goals and defining the scope of the assessment. It is important to determine at the onset what the assessment is trying to achieve and which aspects of the product or process we are examining. It's similar to planning a road trip. You need a destination and a roadmap for your sustainability journey. The second stage, called the inventory analysis, involves gathering all the data similar to creating a detailed shopping list for the product or process, from raw material extraction to manufacturing, transportation to disposal. Every step is tracked. The third stage is the impact assessment. Once the data is gathered, we analyze the potential environmental impacts, similar to understanding the nutritional content of a recipe. The carbon emissions, water usage, and other factors are examined to assess how each stage contributes to the overall impact. The final stage is the interpretation. During the interpretation stage, we make sense of all the information gathered. Similar to solving a puzzle, we identify hotspots and areas for improvement to make the product or process more sustainable. An LCA is an iterative process whereby the repeated cycle of analysis allow new data and insights to be gathered. This provides continuous opportunities to improve accuracy and refine the process. LCAs inform decision-making by quantifying environmental impacts such as energy use, emissions, and resource depletion. They guide decisions on material selection, product design, manufacturing processes, and waste management to minimize the carbon footprint. LCAs align with sustainability goals, allowing companies to set targets, track progress, and communicate transparently with stakeholders. Many regulations require LCA data for environmental reporting. Understanding life cycle impacts helps businesses comply more effectively. LCAs provide competitive advantage. Companies that integrate LCA into their practices demonstrate a commitment to sustainability, attracting environmentally conscious consumers and investors. Understanding these stages allow companies to make informed decisions to minimize their environmental impact. In summary, LCA empowers businesses to reduce their ecological footprint and contribute to a greener future. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit the subscribe button for more eco-friendly content. Thanks for joining me today. Until next time, stay green and keep making a positive impact.